sugar, spice, and everything nice.
When I was a kid, my father often mentioned Henri Cartier-Bresson, praised his skills and the art of candid photography. I suppose he tried to spark an interest, but as I was a rather mediocre kid, I showed absolutely zero interest in any kind of photography, and promptly went back to playing video games.
Fast forward a couple of decades and here I am, bedazzled by the works of Bresson, Van Gogh, Vivian Maier, among many others. But despite the beauty and candid nature of street photography, it can be pretty stressful.
When it comes to technique, the easiest way is to turn on the AF with phase detection and shoot from your waist. Avoid using the viewfinder, but if you're feeling sassy and want to do manual focus lenses, it's gonna be considerably more difficult. In any case, you're gonna have to overcome the fear and anxiety if you want to capture the moment. I personally do 1 to 2 photos per subject and move on. When taking photos of random people, do mind the body language. You can obviously see if the person is too spicy to be photographed. Of course, you should be prepared to have a lot of throwaways, especially with manual focus. Yes, it is kinda sad missing a moment, but hey, that's life. You win some, you lose some. Depending on the country, city, culture, people can be laid back, indifferent, or aggressive, loud, confrontational, and you can't really fault them for that. You are invading their privacy and taking photos without explicit permission. If you get into a scuffle, stay calm, try to talk your way out of it. Give them a compliment, offer to send them the photo for free, and if nothing else works, just delete the damn thing, apologize and move on. You could also try talking to people and ask them for permission to take a photo. Explain you're doing some kind of a project, break the ice. That will significantly alleviate the risk of conflict, but it will also limit your daily output. 85% of these photos were shot with manual lenses, wide open at f2.8 or f1.2, depending on the lens being used. I did it to practice, and boy was it difficult, especially at f1.2. One nice workaround is preset focus. You pick a focus distance, 1 meter for example, and just start burst shooting people as they approach. There's also a possibility of actually stopping down a bit and being reasonable. But whatever you choose, it is as with any other skill. Practice makes perfect. Keep at it. On the other hand, shooting wide open at night was pretty enjoyable and handy. Even though modern full-frame cameras are pretty freaking good in low light, I managed to shoot at low ISOs thanks to the Bloomy f1.2. Festive mood and a bunch of Christmas lights also helped a lot. Now, I'm not trying to be a tour guide, but I have to tell you, there are dangerous neighborhoods in every city. Athens is mostly nice and mellow, but some spots are filled with drug addicts, small-time swindlers, pickpockets, homeless, etc. During the day almost nothing is off limits, but if you plan to explore late at night, be aware of your surroundings. One has to think about the time when film was the only medium available. Here I am skulking my way through the city and shooting 100 portraits a day, throwing away more than half of them, and doing the same the next day. Juxtapose that to having 36 or even 12 shots for medium format, and the dedication, perseverance and hard work of our predecessors becomes clear. When it comes to post-processing, for this batch I've only used Adobe Bridge Camera Raw with subtle tweaks to contrast, saturation, highlights, shadows, white balance and a bit of vignetting for a couple of shots. No LUTs, no Photoshop, no noise reduction or sharpening. I've even left chromatic aberration for extra pizzazz. I've used 4 lenses in total, but one will remain a mystery for now. We'll be talking about it in a future video. Flea markets, especially the ones in Eleonas and Piraeus, are true gold mines for photography. You might get warned that photography is forbidden by security guards or even the vendors themselves, but you can brush it off, just don't take photos in front of the guards. They are sufficiently lazy and probably not being paid enough to be invested in stopping you from taking pictures. While walking through the city, it is likely that you will stumble upon street bazaars and markets which are not listed on any maps or guides on the internet, so take your time and don't be afraid to go off the beaten path.